Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for today's video, this is actually a really kind of a scary thing actually, which you'll see in a bit. But we are going to be taking a look at the scary truth behind Buck and Dare on this cutscene, the prepare to drop intro cutscene of Halo 3 ODST. So, just as a refresher, during this part, before you drop, there's these two screens in front of you where they'll turn on, and then Buck and Dare will be in them, and then they'll be talking to you, and just kind of like just talk about what's going on and giving her orders and stuff, and giving like motivational speeches and stuff. And from our perspective, it all looks fine. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. But as you might have seen in some of my previous videos where I modded to fly around cutscenes in theater mode, cutscenes are not what they always appear to be behind the scenes, and that is no exception with Halo 3 ODST with this cutscene either. So we are going to use that same mod to fly around this cutscene in theater mode and take a look at the scary truth about Buck and Dare behind the scenes. So here we are right before the cutscene starts. You probably remember this from my video a couple of days ago about what the rookie looks like without his helmet. He's basically headless, and I had a slight error when I said it was due to resources, but it's actually due to so the camera doesn't clip through the helmet or something. But anyways, that's for that video. So let's take a look here. Let me show you inside the pod first as we go for the screens to turn on, and then I will show you the scary truth. You can probably see it right now by looking at the screens, but let's fly outside and take a look at what's in front of your pods. So here in front of the pods, in your pod only, you don't see this from your first-person perspective during the cutscene, but if you fly out during the cutscene, as you can see, Buck and Dare, their bodies are bound and tied up, and their heads are shoved into these glass boxes in front of you. So these screens here, these monitors, they're actually not screens at all. They're just glass boxes, and their heads are just sticking inside the box. So it's like Buck and Dare, they're not broadcasting themselves to you. They're actually physically inside your drop pod. Their heads are just forced right into it, and their bodies are all just strung up and tied up. Dare is hog-tied here, and Buck he's got his hands tied behind his back. And we got a headless rookie here, of course. But yeah, so you can tell from the screen, from when I changed different angles, their heads aren't moving with the screen, which if they were just an image on the screen, no matter where I change my camera angle, they would still look the same. But here you can actually see when I move out of sight a little bit, this part of the screen covers up their face, so it's just a glass box with their head inside, like a fishbowl almost. So yeah, now that you know that, next time you play the first mission of ODST and watch this cutscene, just remember, Buck and Dare, those poor ODSTs, they're all tied up. Bungie tied them up and shoved them right into the glass box inside your drop pod, against their will, I guess, and then forced them to act the same way. But yeah, so there you have it. That is the secret truth behind where Buck and Dare are during this cutscene. Now, on other Halo games, like Halo 3 on Crow's Nest, for example, when you see Miranda Keyes and Lord Hood talking on the screen during the cutscene and later in the mission, they're not inside the screen. There's actually a cutscene room, or there's a room for Miranda Keyes especially. There's a pelican pretty far out of the map where she's standing in there and she's actually broadcasting to the screen inside the room where Johnson is and the bomb is. So in a lot of previous games, and Cortana moments have they're hidden in another room and just broadcast to you as well. But for some reason on this cutscene in ODST, instead of just having separate rooms for them to actually be in and talk and broadcast it to your screen, they're physically jammed inside your drop pod, and part of their bodies are exposed outside the pod, and as the pod drops down, so do they. So yeah, that's just keep that in mind next time you play. Anyways, before we end this video, I do want to do one quick pun for you guys before we end this. So, what do dogs do after they finish obedience school? Well, they get their masters. Alright. But yeah, so that wraps us up for this video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this and found it to be very interesting, because I never imagined that's where Buck and Dare would be. I thought they would also be like separate rooms, just like Miranda Keyes and Lord Hood are in Halo 3 on Crow's Nest, but nope, that's not the case. But yeah, so like I said, if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything else for me to look into or check out, just let me know, and I will do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.